අතේ තියෙන ගානට Nokia OnePlus හැමදාම අලුත් වෙන Nokia වෙතින්.
Sri Lanka Navy has deployed close to 2,000 troops to assist police in order to ensure law and order in the country. Disruption of peace and unruly behavior would lead to hinder existing work carried out by the military and police to counter terrorist activities. The public unrest and violence directed at fellow Sri Lankan will only help the terrorists to strengthen their ideology and help them gather support. Troops on ground have been ordered to use minimum force to neutralize anyone engaged in uncontrollable or unlawful acts. The law will be strongly enforced against any violence.
කොච්චිකඩේ දේවස්ථානයට පැමිණි මරාගෙන මැරෙන බෝම්බකරු පැමිණි.
We were able to arrest an accomplice of a suicide bomber in connection with the attack at the St. Anthony's Shrine. He was involved in the purchase and seat modifications of the van used by the bomber to arrive at the location. He is identified as Mohammed Adam Lebbe, a resident of Nawakattankudi. He is currently being questioned in CID custody. Further investigations have now identified 17 safe houses used by the terror group in areas including Katuwapitiya in Negombo, Sarikkamulla in Panadura, St. Anthony's Road in Colombo 3 and Templars Road in Mount Lavinia. In addition, the CID has also identified 7 facilities used by the terror group for training purposes. The grace period given to inform the police of unregistered explosives is extended until 6 a.m. on the 20th of May. After the 20th, we will conduct island-wide search operations to take illegal explosives into custody.
උපුර්ණ ද්‍රව්‍ය අත්අඩංගුවට ගැනීම සඳහා.
Meanwhile, the Terrorism Investigation Division has been brought under the purview of the Criminal Investigation Department due to service requirements. The TID was previously under the direct supervision of the Inspector General of Police. The security has been ensured and peace is maintained in Minuwangoda and Kuliyapiti areas in which tense situations erupted recently. Following these incidents, officials beefed up security across the island.
කුරුණෑගල කුලියාපිටිය
78 suspects are remanded after being produced before court in connection with acts of violence in police divisions of Kurunagala, Kuliyapitiya, Nikavarate and Chilao. Further investigations meanwhile are underway to arrest the rest of the suspects. They're being identified through video footage obtained by the police. We have also decided to inform the relevant employers of the suspects of their involvement in acts of violence. We will also inform these employers to take necessary disciplinary action against their employees arrested over these charges.
මේ අවස්ථාවේදී සඳහන් කරන්න අවශ්‍යයි.
In the meantime, a video circulated on social media platforms showing Deputy Leader of Pivituru Helaurume, MADHUMADHAWA ARAVINDA, walking amid the tense situation in Minuwangoda. As a result, he was summoned by the Minuwangoda police to record a statement. He went into the police station amid agitation of a group of residents in the area. However, MADHUMADHAWA ARAVINDA left the police station 3 hours later, claiming that the OIC did not grant him an audience due to his busy schedule. Meanwhile, Acting Minister of Defence Ruwan Wijewardene engaged in an observational tour in Minuwangoda where property damages were caused recently. This is an unfortunate situation because some have taken the law into their own hands. Not just Muslim businesses, but also Sinhalese businesses were damaged. Our security forces won't be able to continue their work against terrorism when such incidents occur. Such action would only realize the goals of these extremists. It was the Muslims who gave necessary information to security forces during search operations across the country over the last few weeks. The Vesak Poya Day is dawning. We are ready to provide all security measures for temples. We're currently investigating whether what happened the day before was politically motivated.
යටින් යම් කිසි දේශපාලන බලවේගයක් තියනවාද කියලා දැන් අපි පරීක්ෂණයක් පවත්වාගෙන යනවා මේ පෙරේදා වුණේ සිද්ධීන් පිළිබඳව.
In the meantime, Governor of the Western Province Asad Sali also engaged in an observational tour in the area. Minuwangoda is a city where Sinhalese and Muslims live together in peace. Such incidents never happened before. Who are those 200 people who came by motorcycles and three-wheelers? Who brought these buses filled with people? Why can't they look into these? Meanwhile, Magistrate Sirimevan Mahindran Raja ordered 31 suspects arrested in connection with the recent incidents of violence in Nathandia to be remanded for 14 days. Relatives and friends of these suspects were seen behaving in an aggressive manner at the court premises. Police, army and riot police had to intervene to control the situation. 12 of the arrested persons following acts of violence in Nikavarate were remanded until the 24th of this month after being produced before the Nikavarate Magistrates Court. AdaDerana reporter on the ground was harassed at the court premises by a group of relatives of these suspects. Meanwhile, 35 suspects who were arrested in connection with incidents in Minuwangoda were produced before the Minuwangoda Magistrates Court today. 32 of them were remanded until the 22nd of May, while the remaining 3 were remanded until the 29th. Their relatives also behaved aggressively at the court premises following the order. In the meantime, leader of the organisation Mahason Balakaya, Amit Veerasinghe, who was arrested in connection with recent incidents of violence in several areas, was remanded until the 28th of May after being produced before the Colombo Magistrates Court. The police informed court that the suspect expressed views and released videos on social media platforms in an attempt to hinder peaceful coexistence of ethnic and religious communities of the country. Police requested the court to remand Veerasinghe as further investigations into the matter are being conducted. Meanwhile, Director Operations of the Anti-Corruption Force, NAMAL KUMARA, who was arrested in Varakapola yesterday, was taken into the custody of the Criminal Investigation Department for further questioning.